and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol and I'm so glad you've joined us today. We're coming to you from our YouTube channel, and if you haven't already, if you'd click that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. We're going to continue with our spine exercises today, working on those poses that are lengthening and strengthening into our spine. We will start seated, but the majority of the class will be from standing. But just remember that you can always sit down at any time. And you'll only need your chair today. All right, let's get started. We're going to come forward in our chair. We're going to lengthen through that spine. We're going to pull the belly button to our spine, right? Feel that heart lifting, crown of the head towards the ceiling. Let's go ahead and ground those feet to the earth. So think about having those 4 pressure points equally weighted in both feet on the earth. And let's do the same thing with those sits bones. Make sure that those pointy bones that we sit on are equally weighted on that chair. Let's go ahead and flip our palms up towards the ceiling. Lower the shoulders down out of the ears. Close your eyes. And breathe. Focusing your attention on your heart center, letting go of everything outside of the room. Feel your natural inhalation and exhalation. Begin to deepen that breath, inhaling a little more deeply, exhaling a little more completely. And we're going to move into our diaphragmatic breath. As we inhale, the belly extends as we fill the lungs with air from the bottom up. As we exhale, we actively pull the belly button to the spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Do that a few times at your own pace. And breathe normally. We're going to continue with that diaphragmatic breath. We'll inhale to 4 counts and exhale to 5, something like this. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. And release it. Open your eyes. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Left ear towards left shoulder. Chin to chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Take your nose and we're going to track it up towards the ceiling as you're looking up. Bring the nose back center and now track your nose towards the floor. Oh yeah. Feel that stretch. Let's come back center. And bring your head up and release it. Whoo, let's do the other side. We're going to drop that left ear to the left shoulder first. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. All right, ready? Left ear to left shoulder. All right, from here we're just going to take our nose and we're going to track it a diagonal up towards the ceiling. And we're going to come back center, and then we're going to take that nose and we're going to track it down towards the floor. Come back center, bring the head up, and let's roll those shoulders. Oh yeah. Woo, I feel it. That's good. All right, let's do a few cat and cows, warming up that spine. Actually, before we do a cat and cow, let's do a pelvic tilt. So take your, I don't know if you can put your hands there and you can feel those hip tips, those little pointy tips right there. So I want you to rock those hips towards your knees, and you're making a nice, kind of a sway in your back, all right? Now we're going to rock those hip tips back kind of towards the shoulders, if you will. And let's do that again. We're just kind of doing a little rocking, a little pelvic tilt. Belly button to spine. Let's do that just one more time. All right, very good. And release it. And let's maybe roll those shoulders one more time. It's just it's like a, I don't know, it's not like a cat and cow at all, is it really? But it is a spine warm-up, just like cat and cow is. So now let's do a couple of cat and cows. Okay, let's place our hands on our thighs. Belly button to spine, round the shoulders, tuck the chin, let the head fall. Now we're going to lift up, grab the back of the chair, lift that hard up into cow pose. Let's go back into cat. You're looking down at your lap, you're just letting that head fall. And now we're going to lift up into cow. Right? Opening up that heart. Oh, that feels good. And release it. And roll your shoulders again. Just trying to release any tension in those shoulders. Beautiful. Okay, now we're going to move into a couple of mountains and some leaning mountains and adding in a little bit of that twist. So we're going to take those hands up to the ceiling, palms together, interlace fingers, pointer finger up to the ceiling. We're going to lean our mountain, keeping the opposite hip down. Come up, and we're going to lean our mountain the other way. Keep that opposite hip down. We're going to come up, and we're going to lean it the other way, and now we're going to twist and look up at the ceiling. Take the twist out, hands to the ceiling. We're going to lean the other way, twist and look up at the ceiling. Take the twist out, come up, and bring those hands around and roll those shoulders. Oh, yeah. Take this hand, bring it on the outside of that knee, opposite hand on the chair behind you. Bring that right shoulder back behind, turn and look over the back of your chair. And release it. And let's do the other side. This hand comes around to the opposite end, opposite side of that leg. The opposite hand comes back behind the hip. Take this left shoulder, bring it back. Now turn and look over the back of your chair. And release it. Roll those shoulders. All right. Moving on. So we're going to start like if you've done a couple of other classes, you've seen me do this, but it's just a good warm up. And then we're going to come quickly to standing. So we're going to go through these pretty quickly. We're going to turn and we're going to face to the left. Bring your hands to your heart, all right? So the beginning here is we're just hinging forward. We're lengthening through our spine, our head towards the wall in front of us, and then we're going to lift it up. Let's do that one more time. Just like that. Now remember, this is always an option for you. And come up. If having the arms long doesn't work as well for your back, stay right here. Otherwise, our hands are out. Let's extend them long, trying to touch the wall in front of you. Press it up. Let's do that one more time. Extend it out. Pressing through. Extend through those arms. Coming up. Now, windmill it around and look at me. Palms face me. Backs of the hands open. Bring it down and around. Hands to the ceiling. We're going to go the other direction. Palms facing in. Press the backs of the hands towards me. Both hands up to the ceiling. Bring your hands to your heart. We're going to do that one more time. Here we go. Up. Out we go. Hands back up to the ceiling. Windmill it around. Palms, open it up, down and around, hands to the ceiling, open to the other side. Hands back up to the ceiling, bring your hands to your heart. Let's do the other side. Are we ready? Okay, here we go. Hands at heart. Let's start with prayer hands just to kind of get the feeling of it. I'm hinging forward. I'm extending my spine long. My head is back to the ceiling. Let's do that one more time. Try to touch the wall in front of you with your head, extending through that spine, and up we go. Let's add the arms. Up we go. Out. Try to touch the wall in front of you. Inhale here. Exhale, pressing up. Let's do that again. Inhale here. Exhale, extend it long. Try to touch the wall in front of you. Press it up on an exhale. Windmill around. Open it up. Down and around we go. Other side. Open it up. Hands to the ceiling. Bring your hands to your heart. Let's do that again. One last time before we stand up. Up we go. Out, extend it, stretching, stretching, stretching. Exhale as you press it up, round and around. Let's go straight to that windmill. Are we ready? Open it up. Down and around. Hands to the ceiling. Windmill the other direction. Open it up. Hands back up to the ceiling and bring your hands to your heart. Okay, come to standing. Now you're going to be on the right side of your chair and you're going to be facing your chair. So we're going to start. I'm going to grab a little bit of water while we talk through this. So the first thing we're going to do is what we just did, but standing. And then we're going to be adding some additional things on, okay? So I got my feet hip distance apart. I'm going to bring my hands to my heart. Here we go. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale, hinge forward, tabletop, shoot your head forward. Inhale here, exhale, up we go. Let's go straight to that windmill. Palms are facing me, hips are facing your chair, backs of the hands press back. Now bend your knees, bring that hand down and around, and then we're going to go to the other side. Open up that heart, right? Down and around, up we go. Dive forward, belly button to spine. Put your hands in your chair for a halfway lift. Forward fold, put your forehead in the chair maybe. If that works for you, take a deep breath in and roll it up on an exhale. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale here, exhale, hands to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, here we go, forward. Woo! Ready? Exhale, we're pressing it up. We're coming into that twist. Open it up. Down and around, hands to the ceiling. We're going to twist the other way. Pressing the backs of the palms to the wall. Down and around, dive forward, belly button to spine. Place your hands in the chair, halfway lift. Extend that spine long. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Put your head down in the chair for a forward fold. Are we ready? Let's bend the knees and roll it up nice and slow. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead from this side of the chair and add on, okay? And then we'll do the whole thing from the other side. So I'm going to take my feet nice and wide. Wider than the chair legs if you can. Now, we're not having those toes pointing out. I want those toes pointing forward. So are you feeling a stretch right in the side leg? That's where you should be feeling it, okay? You got it? Pull that belly button to the spine. Let's hinge forward. Place your hands in the chair. All right, now this is going to feel super weird, but we're going to do a cat and a cow. A wide-legged cat and cow. So drop your belly, lift your heart, lift your hips, round it down, tuck the chin and let the head fall. Keep those feet where they are. Drop the belly. I know, it feels weird, doesn't it? Outer thigh is stretching. Inner thigh for me is a little bit stretching. Let's come back to that cat pose. Pull the belly button to the spine. Let the head fall around those shoulders. Come back to that neutral spine. All right, everybody good so far? Okay, so I'm going to take a nice bend to this front knee, and I'm stretching on that inner thigh. Do you feel that? That inner thigh is stretching. Now I'm going to come up and I'm going to bend that other knee and feel that inner thigh on the other side stretching. Now I'm going to come up and I'm going to forward fold. Can you put your forehead on the chair? Clasp your hands behind your back. Extend that palm like towards the floor first, and now lift it up behind you. You can peek at me real quick. I probably should have showed you before we got into it. Do you see what I'm doing? And maybe your hands are here, and maybe your forehead doesn't touch and you're here. They're all great options. One more breath and release it. Okay, roll up nice and slow. Heel toe your feet back together. Take your right leg, the leg not next to the back of the chair. Take a big step back. Take that back heel and place it, make sure it's touching the floor if it can, okay? Even if you bend that front knee, you can bend the front knee, that's fine. Do you feel that back heel down? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to rock forward so you're up on those tippy toes of that back foot, okay? Now, rock back so that heel touches again. Let's rock forward. You're up on those tippy toes. And we're going to rock it back. Feel the calf stretching? Rock it forward. Okay, rock it back. That back heel is down. Now you're going to turn and you're going to look at that back heel. Just a little different twist, right? Spine is long. One more breath. Go ahead and look forward again. Take a deep breath in and bring that foot forward on an exhale. All right. Heel toe those feet back wide again. So wide, at least as wide as the feet of your chair. Now, take your right hand and put it right under so that your nose is right over that palm. Okay? And I don't know, I noticed that all of a sudden I was leaning back. So I'm moving forward again, right? Because I want that tabletop position. Take the hand that's next to the back of the chair and you're going to twist it open. Do not bend your knees, okay? So keep the knees straight and you're going to twist it open. Do you feel the inner thigh stretching? Right? One more breath. Place that hand in the chair. Just replace the other hand with it and you're going to open up the other way. Don't bend your knees. Inner thigh stretching as we're twisting, lengthening through that spine. Come back down. Lengthen through your spine for a halfway lift. Forward fold. Bend your knees if you wish. Roll up slowly into a standing position. Whoo! Heel toe those feet back together. And let's do the other side. Did that feel good? I think that feels pretty good myself. Okay. So we're going to start with our windmilling. Remember our windmilling? Okay. So I've got my feet here. I'm facing the seat of my chair. We've got our hands at our heart. We're going to inhale here, extend the spine long, come forward. Just shoot your head forward, right? Come to that 90 degrees. See how that feels. Inhale here. Exhale, we're coming up. All right, let's go straight to it. Inhale. Exhale, extend those arms long. Inhale here. Exhale, pressing forward like you're trying to touch the wall in front of you. Stop at that tabletop position. Take a deep breath in. Press it back up to standing. All right, let's do that again. Inhale here. Exhale, come forward. Now this one, we're going to go ahead and move to that windmill. Ready? Inhale here. Exhale, press it up. Windmill it open. Palms face me. Press the backs of the palms back. Bring that hand down and around up to the ceiling. And you're going to twist the other way. Palms facing in, backs of the hands pressing away. Down and up, dive forward, belly button to spine. Place your hands in the chair for a halfway lift. Extend that spine long. Shoot those hips back. Forward fold. Can you place your head in the chair? Just work it. If you can't, it's okay. Roll it up, bend the knees, and nice and slow. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, exhale, hands come to the ceiling. Inhale here, exhale, extend it forward. Come to that tabletop position. Inhale here, exhale, press it up. We're going to go straight to that windmill. Open it up, palms face me. Backs of the hands back. Down and around, up to the ceiling. And we're going to twist the other way. And open. Down and around, dive forward. Belly button to spine, hands in the chair. For that halfway lift, extend that spine long. Those hips are back behind you. And forward fold. Maybe you put your head in the chair. Maybe it doesn't touch. It's okay. Are we ready? We're going to roll it up nice and slow. Okay. Heel toe those feet wide, or just, step them wide. So you've got your feet wider than the chair legs. Okay? So, and you've got those toes, all 10 toes are pointing towards the chair. You should already feel this stretch happening right here in those legs, right? You feel it? Okay, so I didn't show you very clearly on the other side what we were going to do. So what we're doing is we're coming forward. We're going to put our head in the chair, and then we're going to clasp our hands behind our back and open. And just see if you can lift your hands up behind you some. If you can't, it's no big deal, right? Lengthen through the spine, though. That's the main thing I care about. All right, are we ready? Crown of the head to the ceiling, belly is tight. We're going to come forward, tabletop position. Place your hands in the chair first if you want for a little support. Okay, are we ready? Let's come on down. Put your forehead on the chair. Oh, yeah. Straddle forward fold. We've done this one before, haven't we? Okay, are we ready? Clasp your hands behind your back. And then lifting up. Oh, my goodness. Feel the stretch. All right. Release that. Place your hands in the chair. Stop at your tabletop. Okay, are we ready? Bend this front knee. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Let's come up and bend the other knee. All right, let's do that again. Bending one knee, feeling the inner thigh stretch. Coming up and bending the other knee. Feeling that other inner thigh stretch. Come up. Let's do one more forward fold, and then we're going to roll up nice and slow. Okay? How's that feel? Let's heel toe those feet together. Okie dokie. So now we're going to take this leg, not the one next to the back of the chair, and we're going to bring it, take a step back, okay? Actually, I'm going to move a little closer to my chair because I want to make sure I can hold on to it, okay? Bending that front knee, back heel is down. And if you can take those 10 toes and have all 10 toes pointing forward, you're going to feel a little bit more of a stretch in that back half. All right, let's come forward and place our hands in that chair. Now, all you're going to do is you're going to rock forward so that we're up on those back toes. Now we're going to rock back and we're going to put that heel back down on the floor. We're going to rock it forward. We're going to rock it back. We're going to rock it forward. Now, rock it back, and I want you to turn, and I want you to look at that back heel. So it's a little twist. The spine is long. One more breath. Facing forward and step forward and roll up. Okay. Everybody good? Last thing. So we're going to come back to that wide-legged. So our feet are wider than or as wide at least, if not a little wider than the legs of your chair. Okay? All right. So we're going to hinge forward. Belly is tight. Think about lengthening up and then out with that spine, right? Let's come back to that tabletop position. Our hands are in the chair. Now, I want you to take this hand and I want you to place it right under your sight, your line of sight, so under your nose, basically, all right? We're going to take the opposite hand and we're going to open it up over the back of your chair. Don't bend your knees. Let's come back down, place that hand in the chair, kind of replace the other hand, and we're going to twist open the other way. Let's place that hand down. And do it one more time. Remember that you don't overextend that arm. It just is kind of coming along for the ride. Let's come down, place that hand in the chair. So you want to keep that same extension through the shoulders, and that arm is just kind of coming along. Ready? Bring it down. Can we do one more forward fold? If you like clasping your hands behind you, do it. If you don't like it, leave it out. All right. Place your hands in the chair. Roll it up slowly. Heel toe your feet back together. And have a seat. All right. How do you feel? Does that spine feel a little longer? I hope so. Okay. Let's take our left leg and extend it out in front of us. Our toes are headed to the ceiling. We're going to lift our spine yet again long and let that heart fall forward. We're going to come up and do that again. Extend and hinge. Okay. Pigeon pose. Ankle to ankle or ankle to knee. And maybe this could be right here. You're not this. I'm good. I feel the stretch. If you want a little more, extend the spine long and let that heart fall forward. All right, let's rock. Let's just go ahead and flutter our butterfly today for the fun of it. All right, we just want to move that hip joint, that's all. Let's extend the spine long, and maybe the hands come up to the ceiling, out towards the wall and down. That's a good version too, if you like it. And come up. Let's go ahead and flutter that butterfly and do it one more time. Yogi's choice. Whichever version you like, go for it. All right, let's go ahead and extend that other leg out in front of you, toes to the ceiling, lift and hinge. And come up, and let's do that again. Extend the spine first, let that heart fall forward, keeping the back flat. And up we go. We're going to cross ankle to ankle or ankle to knee. Extend the spine long and let the heart fall forward. Coming up. Rock. You can rock the baby or flutter the butterfly, doesn't matter. All right, extend the spine long. Maybe you like this version, right? Putting the elbow on the knee, the chin on top of the fingers and pressing. All right, and the final version, your choice. And up we go. Very good. Go ahead and sit back in your chair. Take a deep breath in. We worked hard. And release it. Let's flip those palms to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. And on this exhalation, go ahead and close your eyes. And just breathe. Some little something. How much of your anger could you transform into love? How would that feel inside if you were to do it? What portion of your frustration could you change into patience? How much more peaceful would it make this moment? What are the things you might be willing to forgive? What benefits would you experience by being free of those things? Can you think of someone right now who would be helped by your kindness? Can you imagine how it would feel to do something good, helpful, useful when no one is watching? Do you know how much goodness you're capable of? Would you like to find out? Does life on this day seem too empty, negative, hopeless? Do you think perhaps there might be some little something you could do about that? Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Extend the left arm long. Flip the palm up towards the ceiling. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. And release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Extend the arm long. Flip the palm up towards the ceiling. And release it. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining, and remember, if you haven't already, if you would click that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it. And I will see you next time.